2 years. It's been 2 years since Spirit entered the eternal calm. I was given a new life. For a year, I was able to walk alongside Yuna. It was great. It really was.
Kurgum and I were walking down Bevel's Stadium Road, formerly known as Micah Road. The stadium that was supposed to be completed by now is still bearing its skeleton. Will the tournament really take place here? How will the council take responsibility if it doesn't? Well, it doesn't really matter to me. It has no bearing on my life. The real issue for me is the crowd up ahead, and the star shining in the middle of it.
Hey, Chuami, not that way. We gotta hurry.
Waiting on you, so we might as well just be late. Anyway, look. Isn't that Titus?
Huh? Oh, wow. It is him.
Let's go take a closer look.
Okay.
What? Are you nervous? The reason for Kurgum's nervousness wasn't Titus's status as a blitzball superstar, but because he was one of the legendary Guardians. Alongside High Summoner Yuna, he had literally saved Spira from annihilation. By the by, I too was feeling a little nervous. My reason being that he knew my father.
Who is...
We always root for you. Go get him.
Oh, it's so awesome to meet you.
Cheer for me, okay?
Can I get your autograph? Oh, can you
Go
guys
knock
my
it
never
out.
great match?
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so
Thank
great.
you. Thank
Can I
you.
get an autograph too?
Shake my hand, man.
I've been
Shake my
your
hand,
fan
you're my
since
hero.
forever.
Come on, man.
Titus, we're rooting for you!
Yep.
Yep. It wasn't just his words that were hollow. When I shook his hand, his grip felt weak and lifeless.
What?
Okay, well, I gotta get going. I'll see y'all at the stadium.
Now that is what you call a star.
That I won't deny, but
What is it?
I think he's injured. Or maybe he's sick or something.
What?
Hey, Kurgum, which team is favored to win it all?
Probably the Besaid Aurochs.
And after them?
The Albed Psyches, maybe?
Okay, let's find a betting parlor. We might make a fortune.
Chuami, is that really... No.
What?
Allow me to make formal introductions. This is my childhood friend, Kurgum. If all was right in the world, he'd be a summoner. But things as they are, he currently serves as a council-authorized sender, who ushers souls to the far plane. My name is Chuami, and I serve as Kurgum's assistant. But in reality, he serves me. Now don't misunderstand. This isn't about love or some such, and it never will be. The future may be uncertain, but that I know for sure. This is not some kind of ironic lead-in. Repeat, not a lead-in.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
All right. We had been assigned to fly to Besaid Island on behalf of Spira Council Chancellor Barreleye. Just a minor errand, really.
Oh, Barreleye, I was like, who? But right, X2. I think this is all after, not just 10, but 10 too as well. Chuami. That's an interesting name. Makes me think of salami.
Is that Besaid Island?
No, dummy, that's Killiga.
We are approaching Besaid. Prepare for landing.
Did you just laugh?
Of course not. Chewami, I can't breathe.
Prepare for landing, weapon yuck.
Hey! That's rude. Who the hell is that? In that design with the
Our
purple.
objective is to meet the one and only High Summoner Yuna. She currently serves as an advisor to the Yevoners. Now, Yevoners, you know the story with them. Stuffy, anachronistic fossils. They're the guard dogs of the old ways and so-called morality. The recent commotion caused by hardline Yevoners has been quelled. But it's nauseating to think that organizations like that still exist in Spira. I really don't like these Yevoners. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in meeting the heroine who defeated Sin 3 years ago and freed Spira from a 1,000-year curse. She also must have known my father well.
Who? Whoa, his hair was darker in original art. Unless it's just the picture. Looks really dark. Like he's got frosted tips
So,
instead of
what
just
business
blonde.
does the council have here?
My apologies, Mayor Lulu. But my instructions are to speak to Lady Yuna in person.
Oh, yeah? Well, then I guess we should let you see her. Not. Lots of people come here saying the same thing, yeah?
We're here to spare Yuna any unnecessary headaches. Now state your business.
But
Well, I guess you got a job to do, too. Let's do this. I'll take you to Yuna, but I sit in on the meeting, too. We'll all share the pain, eh?
What pain is there for you, I thought. But I said nothing because the big-breasted mayor and the oafish caretaker were also legendary guardians. They knew my father too, so it wouldn't have been wise to start trouble right away.
So Lulu's the big-breasted mayor. I like that. Shit. Ooh. Big-breasted mayor. That's gonna live rent-free in my head. There you go, Zedge. That is her role after 10-2. Lulu is the big-breasted mayor.
This place used to be called the Cloister of Trials. It's just a regular passageway now that there's no faith.
That's not the same Waka voice. Who the
Summoners used
fuck
to
is
walk
that?
to the room farthest down to meet with the faith. That's where Yuna is right now.
What's Lady Yuna doing there? I mean, if there's no faith.
Even with no faith, you can. That's what Yuna does now.
what does she pray for?
Peace on Spira.
Yeah, right.
Say again?
Oh, nothing. By the way, Mr. Waka, I'm a little confused about Yevoners. Their objective is not restoring power to the Yevon temples?
What, we starting from there? Well, I guess it's pretty important, so I'll explain.
I don't like Waka's
Yevoners aren't
voice.
trying
That's
to
not the
control
original
world
voice
through the
actor.
teachings like the old
And if it
temples
is,
did.
it sucks.
What they're trying to do is live their own lives by the teachings. That's all. It's just one way of living.
I don't quite understand the difference.
The temples maintain several big lies. Sin being a manifestation of human misdeeds, the taboo against the use of machines, that kind of thing. But everything else was pretty much on the money. Gratitude for the bounty of nature, respecting your neighbors.
But all of that just sounds like common sense. I don't think you need to become a Yevoner and pray.
That's why I said it's one way to live, not the only way. How old are you?
17?
So you'll learn soon. The older you get, the harder it becomes to change how you live.
This is true.
Even in this new age, there are people that are lost. Yevoners are a gathering of people like that.
So it's different from, say, New
What is that
Yevon?
art down there? Yuna's
Those
hugging
guys were
something.
just
Is that
using
Riku?
Yevon's name to gain the people's trust, eh? Their views were actually progressive.
So
Whoa,
the
that
Yevoners are
art
backwards
for Final
thinking?
Fantasy X logo
Wait.
looks amazing.
No, that's not what I meant. Anyway, New Yevon is gone, and now it's a council.
Fuck is with the
What's the
yippee
point of
dog?
discussing it now?
What the hell is that?
So,
you guys
to
see
sum
that?
up,
The little yippee dog art? What
Yevoners
is
are
that?
basically a gathering of weak people?
Chewami?
Why you gotta go and say it out loud?
Why not?
Everyone knows. They know.
If they know they shouldn't just crawl into a hole, they should go out and try to live. They think they maintain the peace through prayer? Talk about delusional.
Chuami, was it? Be kinder. Be bigger. Your kind of thinking will only hurt those people.
I didn't like how he said those people. As if he had no stake.
Okay, wait here. I'll bring Yuna. Just keep it to business. If you hassle her like you did with me, I'll throw you out.
Hassle? Perhaps I was hassling. I was irked. Praying for peace? Far too late for that. My mother was killed by Yevonner hunters. She was impaled by a spear and died with blood streaming from her chest.
Jesus!
She wasn't a Yevonner. Just a sympathizer.
Why was she killed then?
If it wasn't for them.
I know how you feel, but please. Just please. Oh, it's Lady Yuna.
Hello, and welcome to Besaid, home of the Yevoners.
That is so
I am
weird.
the priestess Yuna.
Greetings, my lady. I am Kurgum, an authorized sender. I have long wanted to meet you, and I have something for you from Chancellor Baralai, and...
I see. Then please leave the package and be on your way.
Hold on there.
Wow.
Did you just hear what he said? He said he's waited a long time to meet you. Ever since he awakened, he's been waiting for this day to...
No, it's fine. You must be very busy.
Kurgum, stay out of this.
But Lady Yuna said she's busy.
Busy? Too busy to eat? Too busy to sleep? Too busy to talk just a few moments to guests who came all the way from Bavel?
I apologize. I had to interrupt my prayer, so I'm feeling a bit anxious.
Oh, what the hell?
I think Spira is peaceful enough without your prayers. Sure, there's trouble here and there, but the council takes care of most of them.
I suppose so.
Huh?
Hey, we don't need that kind of talk. You brought something, then let's see it.
Yes, here it is.
Kurgum gave the sphere he received from Chancellor Baralai to Yuna. The sphere showed an image of the moonflow. In its currents were two enormous yet adorable shoe puffs, wading together lovingly, tangling their long noses.
Two shoe puffs?
One morning, there was another one.
Well, where'd it come from? The Moonflow shoe puff is supposed to be the last one?
30 years ago, there was a shoe puff couple, but the female was attacked and killed by Sin. There are elderly folk who claim that it is that shoe puff.
The beckoning.
Yeah, it has to be.
But this time, it's not the Yevoners. We've forbidden the beckoning outside of the far plane.
I don't know the reason, but Chancellor Baralai insisted that Lady Yuna see this, then come to Bavel to discuss it.
Kurgum, you're a sender, right?
Yes.
Then you can do it too. This shoe puff is merely an illusion. If you send it, it will cease to be.
This is on the
That's
this
not
is
the
the
only
extra
problem.
content on
The moonflow is
the HD
overflowing
remaster.
again. The area around the moonflow is always teeming with spiritual energy, but this is abnormal. We need to find out why, on top of finding out who brought back the shoe puff. I'm pretty sure the council thinks it's the Yevoners. So it's best if Lady Yuna goes to see them personally. Her voice carries weight with many.
Baralai just wants Yuna to bail him out. Appease the council yourself, why don't you?
Waka,
Yuna was supposed to be spared from politics. That's why she shouldn't...
She shouldn't...
I'm so sorry. I can't go. But that will get you two in trouble, right? So let's do this. I'll create a letter sphere for the council, and you can take...
I saw Titus in Bavel. Your boyfriend, right?
Yes. Did he look well?
He was hiding it, but he looked injured.
Well,
Really? Waka, did you know?
Nope.
Probably doesn't want to worry people.
Chiwami.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yuna, let's go talk to Lou.
All right.
Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, everybody. I keep forgetting it's Valentine's Day. To me, it's a Friday.
After leaving the temple, we were left alone for a while. I don't know what they were discussing, but it was clear that Yuna was moved more by her boyfriend's injury than Spira's current problems. Hey, Kurgum. I'm a little annoyed.
But it looks like we can fulfill our duty. Besides, we get to talk to Lady Yuna a bit more. I always wanted her advice on how summoners should live in a world without the faith. And you can ask about Master Orin.
Shh. They find out I'm his daughter, they'll all start kowtowing.
What? When
That
did...
info is our doomsday weapon.
Orin's daughter?
Mayor?
When
that
did
true?
he have the time to bone
Yes,
anybody?
it is. Did you laugh?
Have you ever lived with him?
No, but I heard stories from my mother.
Have you even met him?
I was too little to remember. You can't prove otherwise.
You don't look like him at all.
I take after my mother.
There were others that looked more like him.
Huh?
Orin, Raska, Jecht. I've met many a swindler claiming to be their children, asking for things.
And you think I'm one of them. Are you calling my mother a liar?
I won't go that far. But if Orin did have children, there's no way you wouldn't remember him.
When
And
did he
wouldn't
have
hide it from us.
time to do that? Let
Orin
alone
isn't that
if
kind
he's
of
if
man.
he's an unsent, can you still bone?
Big breasts, bigger attitude. Just because she knows Orin, she thinks she can say anything. I've confirmed the mayor as a hostile, but that's just fine. I'll deal with her eventually. Anyway, Yuna, Kurgum, the caretaker Waka, and I decided to stop by the Moonflow before going to Bavel. The airship had mechanical problems and couldn't fly, so it was an arduous trip. Furthermore, the banks of the Moonflow were packed with people wanting to see the new shoe puff.
Oh yeah, there really are 2 shoe puffs. Wow, so many spectators here, yeah?
Not precisely, Waka.
Huh? What are they if they're not spectators?
Half the people here are illusions.
Okay. So there's young
The
Orin
Moonflow
on the
energy
right
is
at the bottom
responding to the will
artwork,
of the
and
living.
then there's older Orin
as
that
if
we came to
we're
know
in
and
the
love
far
on the
plane.
left.
Yes.
Which
What?
one of those, living or
can sense
dead,
it too, Kurgum?
had time to bone?
Yes,
And this
I
girl
can.
said she's 17.
For instance, that family there,
So he just
the
went
father
and
and daughter
boned
are
some
alive,
random
but the mother,
woman before becoming a guardian?
so sad.
I've never been on a far plane pilgrimage, but is it
I'm
always
so
this
lost.
vivid?
Not quite. It's true, this almost seems too...
Come on, Melo. We have to get home before night falls.
Okay. Mommy? You're coming with us, right?
She can't do that, sweetheart.
But why? She's here. She came to see us.
Oh shit.
Come on, Melo. We can come visit her again another time.
No, I want her to come home.
Ugh, nice work, Dad. Of course she's gonna say that. It's hard enough to say goodbye once to a dead parent, but twice? That's just cruel.
Hey, Mommy. You'll come with us, right? Come home?
Yes, Milu. Let's go home.
Really?
Huh?
This can't be.
Wait,
Lady Yuna, could this be
they can't talk.
Unbelievable.
Kurgum, explain.
a beckoned illusion doesn't speak? More accurately, only the beckoner can hear the voice.
So, what? If it's not an illusion, we call that real, right?
You should report this to the council at once.
Agreed. Let's go. Hey, Kurgum, what are you doing? You're gonna dance?
Souls must be sent. Order must be maintained.
Kurgum, not now. It'll only cause sadness.
But this is too unnatural. It's wrong.
Let the man
The
dance!
council must have known about this and wanted you to see it, right? So you can do something about it?
Even if that were so, now is not the time.
Wait,
No
it's
one
not
has the
like
right
the
to
far
violate
plane
this rule.
closes.
Not me, not the council.
Forget about rights. Look how happy they are. You two start sending everyone here, there'll be a riot. I don't want to be collateral damage.
Well, a little sending here and there won't take care of this, right? Let's come back later.
But
Kurgum, please.
This is so weird.
And so, we return to Bavel.
Chuami, your shoe.
Huh. What are we waiting on?
More importantly,
More importantly? Is there anything more important than my question? I don't think so.
when I stopped the sending, Lady Yuna looked relieved, right?
I guess.
I thought Lady Yuna was a righteous person.
Excessive hero worship. You expect too much.
Maybe you're right.
Looking back now, we could have predicted this. What we saw that day at the Moonflow wasn't just an omen. It was a clear sign of the return.
Return?
The return of what is now right before
What?
our eyes. Sin.
Oh, shit!
Sin? It has to be a mistake, right, Chuami? It's just some big monster.
No. That is sin. The sin that should no longer be.
Are you saying someone beckoned it to return?
Yes. Very strongly. Someone strongly wished for sin.
But what are we gonna do?
Only a summoner and the final Aeon can defeat sin.
But Lady Yuna, without the faith...
Yuna, let's go back to Besaid. They'll push this all on you. It doesn't matter to people that there's no faith. Sin is for summoners in their minds. It's just how it is. Kurgum, you coming?
I will abide by Lady Yuna's decision. Lady Yuna!
I have to see Titus.
Well, she said his name.
What is the deal with this woman? Seriously!
Wait, so they're just gonna leave Sin? Okay.
Chuami...
What are we waiting on now?
Chuami? Chuami, that room is... Shh. Chuami, it's not polite to eavesdrop.
Don't tell me you're not curious about what the High Summoner and the Superstar are talking about.
What does that mean?
You have that girl, so...
What?
I told you, Marfi is just a friend.
What kind of fucking
Really?
name is
Come
Marfi?
on, Yuna. If you just think for a minute,
I can't think.
you're not yourself.
Yeah. Something's wrong with me. I didn't think this would... I'm sorry.
As long as you're aware of it.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, but I'm no longer looking at you.
What?
Huh?
I think I'm in love with someone else.
What?
Who?
Someone you don't know.
Let me meet him then.
I'm sorry.
Kurgum, this is unreal. Unreal! The world is about to end and she's having a spat! Why on Spira are you crying, Kurgum?
Not now, Dead by Daylight.
Chuami, I'm sorry. I'm in love with Lady Yuna. That's why I can't be with you. I'm sorry.
Say what now? Since when is our relationship like that? What's going on here?
If it's not like that, then it's fine. Yes, let's say goodbye here. We each have to go our separate ways.
What? What?
Pergam?
You can't understand Shuami. Only summoners can.
Ah, and there it is. The Doomsday Statement.
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
What?
So I left the summoners and came back to Besaid. I was a little frazzled and not thinking straight, but I probably came here to drag out the people who defeated Sin once. Determined though he may be, it was too big a task for Kurgum.
And that was it.
So you just came crawling back here? That's a laugh.
So who do you think this guy is Yuna loves?
Figure it out yourself.
But she said it was someone I don't know. What?
Look for her. Find her. Embrace her.
But that's...
You're really pathetic. I thought you knew Yuna better than that.
Oh, so she's
I
lying?
thought I did.
Thought you did.
I hate to interrupt, but Sin? Those two knew it was hopeless, but
Who said it was hopeless?
what?
I mean, Sin came back, right? What's to stop anything else from coming back?
Does that mean... I didn't quite understand, so I looked at Tidus. With furrowed brows, he looked intently at the mayor, then suddenly opened his eyes wide.
We have to go.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, is that it? Oh, is that it? That wasn't very long. I mean, if that's it, then I'll probably start
I
up
was as
again.
confused as ever, but I couldn't ask. All I could ask was... I wonder where they are now.
Wherever they are, we have to get there.
Even though she dumped you?
I made a promise that we'd always be together.
Really? The mushy stuff now, I thought? But as I saw the pain in his face, I could say nothing.
Oh.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
Okay, so from what I understand, that's how they both currently look in this story we've been listening to. Yuna looks great with really long hair. Ah! Okay, that was it. So... that was... odd. Huh. So basically... hold on. turning down the music a little bit. So, I didn't think it was going to be about 2 hours long, but it was worth a shot. I'm tired, guys. I'm going to be upfront with you. I didn't work today. I took today off to help my sister out. I'm not going to go into detail with what was going on, but there was a lot of... basically a lot of moving furniture and shit, so I'm pretty tired. I've been at that for like 8 or 9 hours, and then I had gotten home, and after picking up a second controller for my PS5, got home, got dinner, and then I started this stream, because I don't know if I have it in me to play a game. I'm really tired. Especially for 2 hours. And I know I've been behind on Dead Space. Like, I should have probably finished that a week ago. But there has just been so much going on. Like, ugh. But, so basically what we just listened to was credits and bonus audio. And that was supposed to be a hint for Final Fantasy X3, which never came out. And Googling some stuff, basically it's been left floating in limbo amongst Square Enix, because instead of going ahead with X3, they continued with, because I believe X3 was in the discussion after the HD remaster came out, because this has been stuff that's been put aside for a while. But by the time they were considering X3, I believe that's when 15 was in works. And then they just kind of left it behind, because then they came out with the remake for Final Fantasy VII, and basically been milking that cow for years and years. So I don't even know if an X3 will ever happen, which is too bad. I'm just tired, Zedge. It's not that I don't feel well, I'm just really tired. Let's see. Words. There you go. I am very blank right now, because I'm that tired. Let's see. But I enjoyed that. I mean, I hadn't listened to it since I first got the HD remaster on PS3 in like 2014. But I can dream. I mean, I still hope for it, although the whole thing with Auron having a daughter, that blows my mind. Like, so she's 17, and this took place 3 years after Sin was defeated. So 3 years after 10, which means around that time, Yuna and Tidus were 19 and 10. And then X2 took place a year later. So Yuna was 20. So this means that she's 22 in the bonus audio. Okay, so doing that math, Auron started taking care of Tidus. It was 12 years, and then Tidus was, wait, no. 12 years, then he was 19. So he started watching Tidus when he was taking care of Tidus in Jet's place when Tidus was 7. So, oh, that's math. Where's a goddamn calculator? Hold on. I don't know why I thought I could. That's a clock, Sotisha. Let's see. So, 22. So, by the time they were 7, okay, so they were 5 before Chuami existed. So that means that way before the events of Yuna's dad going on his pilgrimage, Auron knocked somebody... so he knocked somebody up before becoming a guardian? And then... Okay, so he knocked somebody up before becoming a guardian for Braska. So then by the time he started... Because he died from Unalesca, clearly. So then around that time... around the time that means Yuna and Tidus were 7, that means Chuwami was 3? So he died when she was like 3 years old. And then, he just never returned, which makes sense because he was an unsent and fucking made a promise to Jet and Braska, or no, Jet. Like, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I get that he had the promise and all that, but still, it's kind of fucked up that you're like, I made this promise to this friend to watch over this other kid, but I'm not even gonna think to at least give my kid, fucking closure. I'm just gonna let her think that I just knocked up her mom and bounced. What? That's fucked up. Not to mention, I'm sorry, but would the mom really be that okay with, oh yeah, go ahead and go on this pilgrimage to your death? That's fine. I'll tell our daughter that you were just a great man. I don't know, I'd probably be like, the fuck? You cannot leave me with a goddamn kid and then expect me to be okay, hunky-dory with this suicide mission. The fuck? You're gonna stay here and be a daddy. Oh. So, to my understanding, Zedge, X3 would be about 3 years after 10, as I mentioned before, and it would be through the point of view of Orin's apparent daughter, who is 17, and summoners exist to an extent. Like, they still do the teachings, but they don't prioritize it. It basically sounds like a choice based off of, I'm assuming, skills. And then I don't know, her whiny friend Karugum, I don't know, I'm gonna call him Koga. But it takes place from her point of view, and then apparently he's in love with Yuna. And so he takes his own separate way, but then amongst all of this, Tidus becomes an ace blitzball player for the Besaid Oryx. Waka retired and settled down with Lulu, Lulu became the fucking mayor of Spira? Which is impressive, but it's like, hey, what happened to your kid? What? Where's your kid? Your kid's only 2. 2? Let's see, this takes 3 years, takes place 3 years after 10. Your kid's only 1! And you're gonna be mayor, and your husband's gonna be whatever the fuck he is? Where's your damn kid? What is the fucking village just raising him? That kid's gonna have some parent issues. and then, okay, so then my question is, so you brought back Lulu and Waka. Orin was mentioned. Yuna and Tidus are there. But where's Riku? Where's Kimari? I'm running out of people. Was that really it? No. Yes. I mean, I'm assuming Pain was just like, alright, we saved the world, I'm going home. But what? I don't get it. Like, and then apparently they just gotten so comfortable in this eternal calm that apparently Sin came back? But I don't know, the way I was listening to that, how I took that is, that was Sin from like the far plane. Like, that wasn't just sin, like just straight out sin, since beings are becoming more sentient and all that, like on the far plane, maybe, and then a shoe puff, because only one shoe puff was left, and then apparently that second shoe puff was a unsent from the far plane, and then the other far plane firefly people were starting to become sentient and aware, consciousness, whatever. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this would take place around, how the hell do you defeat sin when it's an unsent? Somehow becoming an unsent. Like, you don't have Aeons. It's an unsent. Hi, DJ. And yeah, I finished 10 a while ago. Yeah, I'm not sure how I bet you, because I honestly believe that it wouldn't be that Sin's back because people got too comfy using Machina and all that shit. Honestly, it sounds like Sin happened not because of oh, people got too hunky-dory using Machina and shit like that. It sounds like Sin came back from the far plane. Because if I remember right, Sin originally was produced... wasn't it from like the Malice of War or some shit like that? I don't know. Oh yeah, I enjoyed 10, DJ. I really did. I still don't like the sphere grid, but you know what? I still like it. I mean, with your guys' help, that made it a hell of a lot easier. Like, so much, and it was especially nice that by the final episode, everyone's like, oh geez, when you said you were grinding, you weren't kidding. So basically, you don't need the Aeons that we were saying. You don't need the special weapons like we were saying. You're good to go. So basically, Yuna, Tidus, Lulu, and Waka would all be background characters, while Chiwami and Karugum, or whatever his name is, would be the main characters. But it sounds more like it would be through the eyes of Chiwami, who would be the main character. So maybe since Riku and Kimari didn't show up, maybe along the way they would join the team? And that's how you would go through, is it would either be those three, or you would also encounter new characters on the way, like maybe Pain would join again. That'd be kind of cool, but they might keep it at 3, because when they did 10, you could swap out characters, and that was pretty cool. But then by 10-2, it was only the same 3, just sphere grids. But they never mentioned the sphere grids ever again. Or dress sphere grids. That was just a one-time thing for X2, so it sounds like it would be going back to its roots of 10. So it would probably be Chiwami, Riku, Kimari, Pain, and then the rest would be like new characters. New characters along the way. Jesus, Zedge! But that's how I'd like to think of it. But at the same time, I don't think they would tap back into that sphere grid, because I know a lot of people, like 10 was great. Just like how people loved 8, but they hated the junctioning thing that involved magic. That sucked. I will not lie. I love 8. 8 is one of my top favorite Final Fantasies, but that junctioning program thing sucked. Just like the sphere grid thing did, so I think that it would just go back to its original roots of you grind, you level up, you get weapons, you learn abilities as you go. These are the specified ones. Which is fine with me. I have no complaints here. But, I would play that. Also just for the sake of trying a Final Fantasy that involved... What? I never heard anyone say they liked Junction. I actually did. I wish I could remember who that was, but they're like, it's not that bad once you know what you're doing. It's like, I knew what I was doing, and I still hated the junctioning. But yeah, that's my intake that's my input about what X3 would go along with. That would make the enemies so much different, though, because basically those sent to the far plane would be coming back, but they're, like, conscious. That's scary. Oh my god. Oh my god! I just had a epiphany? I don't know. Sin is back. But it's not Sin. It's Seymour. It's motherfucking Seymour. He became Sin in the far plane. No idea how, but you know what? I wouldn't even fucking doubt it. Oh my god. So then, once you came to the middle of the game, you'd hear that stupid little and then it'd be fucking Seymour! I fucking called it! Woohoo! And then you'd have to save not only our world, the physical world, but you would have to save the far plane. Shit! Like, both worlds would be at stake. Well, yeah, she also sent Sin, but like the bonus audio was saying, Zed, somehow these creatures from the far plane are becoming aware, conscious, and able to talk and all that. And then Sin, who was defeated so long ago, is making an appearance, even though he was permanently erased because the only way he existed was through the faith, the Aeons, because of Yu Yevon. And so it doesn't make any logical sense why he would be back, or it would be back. So that's the only thing I could think of. It would be motherfucking Seymour, because the far plane is going out of control, and somehow he merged with Sin and came back as like some sort of Firefly unsent bullshit. I'm sorry, but in a world where you can die but you don't, you know, you're not gone forever, that's totally possible. That what I just said could happen. Fight me, I swear. That is a plot twist that I would be all for. And then Orin would come back and he'd fight with his daughter at the end. Ooh, boom! Look at that! I just made a good game in less than 5 minutes. I am scaring my cats. I'm sorry. Oh man. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then maybe to make it even cooler, when things get too tough, not only would Daddy Orin come back, but then Shuyin would come, and then Len would be in the background, and she just heals everybody and taking care of those who had fallen through all these battles. Holy shit, look what I'm doing! I'm making a fucking game! I'm so fucking tired. Oh, I'm tired. Well, from the sounds of it, they can still send them. It's just, I haven't come up with that part yet. Like, how would you control that if they can just fight that? But, oh man. Because, obviously, the sending is still a thing, because Yuna was gonna do it, or no, she wasn't gonna do it. What the Koga! That's what I'm gonna call him. Koga had this whole thing where he was gonna start the sending dance, but Yuna's like, no, that'll make people sad. So they can still send them, but there would have to be more. Like, you would have to do something wickedly thorough to get rid of Seymour. And because, I mean, look at Yu Yevon. He defied death. He defied the far plane. He was like, he was existing through Sin, who is also like existing through the Aeons. Like, it was a whole fucking tweaked out conspiracy. Like, I think it'd be good. I just came up with like a good portion of the game. You hear this, Square Enix? Are you listening? I just made you a possible game. Let's go. I would buy it, and you know what? I wouldn't doubt it, but so many people who love 10 and 10-2 would buy it. They'd eat that shit up. Oh, I'm so tired. But yeah, that's my thing. That's what I honestly think would make quite the game. And then maybe because they mentioned Tidus was hurt, right? Maybe he's hurt because the Faith had given him a second chance at life, but maybe because of what's going on in the background with the far plane and the Faith and shit, it's affecting his second life. His second lifespan is in danger because of the imbalance of the far plane, which is oh shit, I was on a roll. The imbalance of the far plane and the Faith. Something tipped the balance, which is motherfucking Seymour. And because of that's all going on, Tidus can't be any use to us because he's basically injured. Like, his lifespan is basically draining. And Yuna isn't in love with anybody, because honestly, the only thing I took out of that is she says she's in love with somebody else. But I don't know, it didn't sound convincing to me. I feel like she was just saying it because I don't know. Another conspiracy. Maybe she's pulling away because she knows he's dying. That is fucked up. Oh my god. She's pulling away because she knows he's dying and there's nothing she can do. So she's trying to make it out like there's cheating and shit going on, but there's really not. There's no falling out of love or anything. She's just being, for some reason, she's being a bitch. Which is so unlike Yuna, but to be honest, in that bonus audio, she was quite the bitch. Oh, shit. Alright, Square Enix, I'm calling you out. You can take all these bits and pieces I put out there and make a good story for a Final Fantasy X3. No, Zedge, no, I'm not even gonna read that. No, that better not be it. No, I'm not even gonna read that out loud. Nope. Because I will not finish the game if they want to put that bullshit out there. I'd be like, the fuck? Oh, I'd be pissed. I don't know. It takes a lot for me to quit a game, so I'd probably still go through, but it'd turn into Final Fantasy VII Remake, where I'd be complaining the entire time then. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure to tag Square Enix in this. I mean, I do anyway with all my Final Fantasy streams, but still. Wait, if Chiwami... Would Chiwami take the same fighting style as her dad? Or would it be some girlier version, like the dress spheres? Like samurai, basically. Because if I remember right, the dress spheres went like... Warrior was Tidus, Samurai was Auron. And my mind went blank. I wonder what kind of fighting style they would give Chiwami. Or what fighting style she'd pick up. I mean, she seems pretty strong-headed, and let alone she's pretty blunt. It's Chiwami. C-H-U-A-M... Wait. Yeah. C-H-U-A-M-I. Chiwami. Not a very good name, but it could be worse. That'd be hard. This main character's named Chiwami, because let's see. In Final Fantasy 1, you had the Warrior of Light. Final Fantasy 2, you had... I'm probably gonna get these names, this order wrong. Was it Cecil? And then Final Fantasy 3 was Bart, I think. No, Final Fantasy 2 was the Onion Knight, I think. And then 3 was Cecil. Nope, 3 was Bart's. 4 was Cecil. 5... Nope, don't remember. And then 6 was Terra. 7, Cloud. 8 was Squall. 9 was Zidane. 10, Tidus. 10-2, Yuna. 11, Vaughn. 12, no idea. 13, Lightning. You know, they could have gotten a little more creative with Lightning's name. Like, they could have at least given it the Japanese name for Lightning, which I have no idea what that is. Just like how Yuna and Tidus have their names for Sun and Moon. Or, Tidus and Yuna, Sun and Moon. The way I said it made no sense. And then 14, I don't know. 15 was Noctis. And then 16... I don't know that guy's name. I just know that so many people were like, oh, he's hot. He's hot. But I was like... No, I'm good. I didn't mean to mix them. The only Final Fantasies I played was 7, 8, a little bit of 9, 10, 10, 2, 15, Dissidia. That's how I even learned who they were, is through Dissidia. Oh yeah, and that childish version of Final Fantasy, World of Final Fantasy. That was cute, not gonna lie. It's basically one of those things of, it's for kids with a really dark story. Because I'm not gonna lie, that was very childish until towards the middle, like towards the end, it was like, holy shit, that got dark fast. But yeah, there's my game. There's my game. Final Fantasy X-3. Chiwami is the main character. And then you got Riku and three originals. Or two originals from the main. Riku and Kimari. And then from the sequel, Pain. And then new characters. Let's see, Chiwami, Riku, Kimari, Pain. So 4 more new characters. And then bam! You got yourself a group. And then I gave you a whole fucking plot. I gave you the whole fucking plot twist. And lots of twists. Come on, Square Enix, use my ideas. I have plenty, especially when I'm really, really tired. Oh, God, I need to go to bed. 4 more minutes and then I'll end this stream. She sounds Korean. But there you go. There's the game. If you guys can think of any more ideas after the stream is over, by all means put your comments in there and just to add on to what I said. Cause I'm open to that shit. I really am. There's chaos going on outside of my office. I am not drunk, I am tired. So is sleep drunk a thing? Ouch! Pretty sure it is. I am so tired. Let's see. Sleep. Yep, sleep drunkenness consists of difficulty in coming to complete wakefulness, accompanied by confusion, disorientation, poor motor coordination. Okay, so maybe not. So that's if you can't wake up. So let's see. Sleep deprivation symptoms. That's a lot to read. Let's go with hyperness from sleep or exhaustion. I don't know. Exhaustion. Hyperfatigue. There we go. Hyperfatigue impairs cognitive and physical functioning and is usually associated with chronic stress, burnout, or underlying health issues. Okay, we're calling me out in way too many directions. Google, thank you. I should have stopped at physical functioning. Let's see. What does it feel like? You have an overwhelming urge to sleep, but you may not feel refreshed after you rest or sleep. Nope. What are the symptoms of being overtired? That sounds about right. Alright. Crashing fatigue. Rapid onset of intense exhaustion, lethargy. Can being tired make you hyper? Especially children. Sleep deprivation does not necessarily cause lethargy. It makes them hyperactive and unfocused. That's me! God, I need to go to bed. I'm almost done. 2 more minutes and then I will call it because that will make it a full hour. Where was I going with that? Oh, okay. But yeah, come on! Square Enix, I may be tired, but I am coherent enough to have come up with a whole fucking plot for another game that continues off of 10 and 10-2. Come on! You can't release bonus audio like that, and not expect some of us to want something out of that. I may not be a big-time YouTuber, but you know what? I, as someone who's been faithful to the Final Fantasy games, a big fan since they were 7 years old, so that was 1999. Do it! I know what I'm talking about. I have stories in my head. I write stories because that's how I get my way. You should hear this back when you're sober. I'm not drunk. I'm tired. There's a difference. Where am I going with this? Nico, don't do that. Nope. Wait. Nope. Nope. No. Okay. But yeah, that's my input. That is my input. Come on, Square. Let's get another game going that isn't a goddamn remake. Final Fantasy X3. Got the characters. I got a lot going for ya already. Come on. You don't even have to pay me. You just gotta say thank you to YouTuber Sotisha767 in the credits for the inspiration. I will be so goddamn happy. Like, you have no fucking idea. I would just be okay with that acknowledgement.
Oh, thanks for the inspiration, Sotisha767. We couldn't have done it without your
words. I'm so fucking tired. Okay, now I'm gonna call it from here, and I'm gonna go to bed. Alright. Well, I know this was different. Nico! I know this was different, but this is a start. I'm starting to touch, like, I'm just starting to dip some toes in the water. Don't do it, Nico. And, doing some different stuff besides just playing games. Just like when I said, let me know how you guys think of Sotisha watches a random anime. Vampire Princess Miu. Watch it with me. Like, Sotisha watches Vampire Princess Miu or something like that. That sounds fun. And if I talk a lot like I do already, I don't think I have to worry about the copyrights. Just like how most YouTubers show their faces, and that's how they escape the copyright. Don't you dare! Ah! Sorry, Nico keeps trying to jump on my computer. So let me know about that too. Just answer the post, comment. I'd love your guys' feedback, because I love getting feedback from you guys. I wouldn't post if I didn't want your feedback. Nico! Yes, it could be dangerous because of the copyright, but if I'm talking enough, it shouldn't matter, because if YouTubers can watch this stuff and avoid copyright because their faces are in there, I should be able to avoid it as long as my voice is in there often. That'd be the only thing you guys would have to deal with, is listening to me talk throughout the animes or movies. That's the only thing you'd have to deal with. And if you're fine with that, then I'm fine with it. I mean, it could always just start off as one live stream, see how that goes, and then if it's safe in a week, cool. I don't know. Just let me know. Love your guys' feedback. Anyway, thank you guys for watching/listening, especially to my rambling for the last, I don't know, 45 minutes. But you won't pay as much attention if you talk? That is not true. That is not true. Because the things I would watch are things that I watched a long time ago, and I'm rewatching now, so I know a good portion of it. And I'm not gonna yap through the whole thing. Like, for example, like, basically what we just did just now. Like, we were just listening to that, and I was saying this and that, here and there. I wasn't talking through the whole thing, but it was enough to know to let you guys know I'm not just gonna sit there and just breathe into the microphone. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I'm starting to I'm feeling the crash. So I better get my ass to bed so I can crash there safely. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to do my damnedest to get Dead Space completed. I've just, like I said, a lot's been going on this week between having all this shit falling from the sky, and then a lot of stuff going on in my life, and then my family needing my help, and that's not a bad thing. It happens. It's just happening a lot lately. But that's okay. It happens. It's what family's there for, so yeah. Anyway. Anyway, you guys take care. I will see you in the next one. I already said you guys take care. And yeah.